All right, Aaron Parker, Parker Safes and Vaults, Shelbyville, Tennessee. This is a look today at an American Security limited edition safe. So this is a little bit unique here. They don't build this one all the time, but this is the SF6042. So generally the SF7240 is the biggest safe they make. So this one's a little wider, but not quite as tall. So 6042 in their model means 60 inches tall, 42 inches wide. So that's how they do most of their model numbers. It's the height and width, right? So this is a 6042, 60 inches tall, 42 inches wide. This color is a new color that I have not seen. It's called Flat Dark Earth, and I think it looks pretty cool with this kind of flat black hardware. And they've painted the hinges on this safe to kind of match. But overall, I think it's a good color for them. And some unique things about this. Generally, the SF doesn't come with a ESL 10, and I think they might be changing that this year. So, but in the past, it's come with the ESL 5, but this is the ESL 10. And if you're familiar with that lock, you know it's a good, solid, reliable lock. It's a dual battery lock, and it has some cool features. One of which is like if someone's looking over your shoulder, you know, maybe like a friend, and you're going to get a weapon out of your safe, and they're just being a little too inquisitive, and maybe they're not the friend they think they should be. So, for instance, if you were right here behind me, and this, you know, you wanted to watch my code, in this instance, the code is 123456, right? But if I just hit clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're looking over my shoulder, I can start hitting any combination that I want for as long as I want, right? As long as I don't hit 6, I can keep going with this. And then I hit 6 and pound, and I'm in. All right, so 3-spoke handle there, and nice heavy-duty hinges. A plate steel door, which even on their imported line, you know, I like to see that, a solid plate door. So rather than our composite safes that just have a gauge steel, kind of a steel panel, this is a 3/16 inch plate. That plate goes all the way across the door, right? So that's the face of your door. And then this seal, there's 2 seals here, right? So there's a seal right there, and there's a seal here on the edge of the door. So they kind of run perpendicular to each other. But this is a intumescent seal, and this is the one that will expand if it gets heated up. So this will expand to about 6 or 7 times its size, and the idea is it'll seal up that gap. Now with American Security, your gaps are pretty minimal anyway. Like they do a good job of making their door gaps small, right? But if this were to heat up, that fire seal would expand, and it should just come out here in a bunch of little fibers everywhere, and it'll kind of seal that all up. But one other cool thing is there's adjustments that can be made on these doors. And if you look close, like I'm going to turn this handle, I'm going to rotate it clockwise, right? So just do this. Like, in other words, if I go like that, that is extending the bolts to their fullest extent, right? So if you watch the edge of this door, and I close this safe all the way, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of seats in there. Let's see. Right? Okay, so what that does is that'll compress this edge of the door up against this fire seal. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be watertight or airtight, but it's going to be a lot closer than a lot of safes out there. There's not any give or play in the door when you get them adjusted right. You know, there's no slop in them, and that's nice. So you don't want a bunch of gaps in the door. You know, it's a way for heat to get in, and water, and who knows what else. So, all right, and then we've got let's go over the door. So there's locking bolts there, 1.25 inch locking bolts, and those are active on 3 sides. The hinge side is just your stationary bolt, right? So 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 5 along the strike side of the door. Ballistic nylon door organizer that comes with it. So you can put 2 weapons in here. when I say two weapons, I mean two long guns, right? So you can put a stock of a weapon here, and then the barrel would Velcro in up here. So in the door itself, you can have two long guns, and then you can also have your holsters. You can move those wherever you need to put them. But nice, it's heavy duty, right? It's like, it doesn't feel, it feels like what a safe door organizers feel like. I have some that are just really cheaply made, and it's unfortunate, but anyway. All right, so inside here, we've got 2 columns and 3 bays. And those 3 bays, you can have either all long guns, or you can put these are kind of heavy steel covers for your long gun dividers. And what that'll do is if you want to do all storage in here and you don't have long guns, you can turn this gun safe into just kind of a, whatever, a storage safe, documents, whatever, a bunch of pistols, say, if you didn't have long guns. But anyway, you can use all these shells, and there's a lot of adjustments can be made. You can put those in wherever you want. All right, so this safe, being the limited edition, it does come with a light kit, which the SFs normally don't, but this one does. And then in that box there, or near it here, this is a dehumidifier. So they come with that from the factory. And I guess that's what makes them the limited edition. So 60-minute fire rating, and that's Intertech, so that's a verified rating. Lifetime warranty against theft and fire. No labor charge, no parts charge, no freight charge. I think they can add a little bit to this if they wanted to. So there's no removal charge or installation charge. I think we've only ever done one warranty replacement for American Security, and that was just for some paint the customer wasn't happy with. It was down on the side of the safe, and he just wasn't happy. And they replaced the entire safe and had us do it. They shipped it to us, and we came in and we removed the old one and brought in the new one, and then sent the old one back to American Security. And there was no charge at all to the customer. So I think that's what they're getting at when they say no labor charge, right? So, really good warranty on these guys. But anyway, I think I covered everything. 926 pounds, and limited edition. So I think we've got about 10 of these maybe. And if you're interested in one, just give me a call. We'll get one to you. And I appreciate you having a look. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Hey, thanks. Bye-bye.